Right. Okay, so what is the best workout split that you could possibly do to maximize your gains? Okay, why is this important? Okay, so we need workout splits to maximize muscle growth and to be able to hit every muscle. Like, doing just what you feel like in the gym is not a good idea. I mean, you're gonna build muscle that way, but if you don't have a set routine, your body's gonna look weird. Because, at least for me personally, I hate legs. I hate hitting legs. It stinks. It's terrible. So, but I know that I need to hit them for my body to look good and to look proportional. So, yeah, even though I don't like them, I still do them anyway. If I just trained whatever I felt like, I'd look like my upper body would look like a Dorito. I'd look like that. Like, I'd be huge up here, and then my legs, there'd be nothing in the legs. So that's not good. We don't want to have chicken legs here. So a split allows you to hit everything in the span of a week. And that's how most people's splits work, is they do it in the span of a week and they go to the gym however many times they feel like. And you can adjust a split based on your work schedule, your availability to be in the gym, whatever. So the question then becomes how to pick the right one for you. And I'm not gonna give you some cheap answer that's just like, oh, this split is the best one. No, I'm not gonna hoodwink you like that. So, how to pick the one that's right for you is to pick the best split. Look at your life and look at the things you got going on day to day. If you got a busy life, then you're like, okay, I can't go to the gym on this day, and this day, but I can go all the other days. Okay, cool. Then pick a split, whether that's upper body, like an upper body, lower body split, or my personal favorite, push-pull legs, in whatever style you want it that fits for you. Perfect. Because the gym should not be a stressful thing. You shouldn't be like, oh, I can't hit my workout today. Everything's wrong. You shouldn't be freaking out. The gym should be a time for you to, get your emotions out, to feel good about yourself, to leave feeling happy. So don't stress yourself out about it. If you have a busy life, then maybe you only can go 3 times a week. Maybe you do push, rest, pull, rest, legs, rest. I did that for a while. I personally didn't like it because I knew I could do more. So, it all comes down to who you are and what's going on in your life. What would I recommend? If I had to give a recommendation, would be the push-pull leg split. The day 1 push, day 2 pull, day 3 legs, day 4 rest. 4-day split. You can hit them. You're in the gym 6 times a week. That rest day right in the middle is perfect for recovery. The only thing is, you can't train super no, not super hard. You can't train for very long extended periods of time with the push-pull leg split. Honestly, with any split, you really should not be training more than an hour and a half, because your muscles can't recover from that level of volume. More volume does not equal more gains, by the way. It's honestly less volume, less is more in the gym, as weird as that sounds. It kind of doesn't make sense, right? Like, you would think to yourself, if you're a beginner in the gym, you'd think to yourself, yeah, you know what, if I lift more weights and I do more, then I'm going to build more muscle. That's not how that works. the reason why that doesn't work is because your muscles are so shocked and so fatigued that all the lifting that you did, they can't recover properly. So, and you need your muscles to fully recover in order to make the most progress and build gains, right? So why would that, you're shooting yourself in the foot with super long, super extended workouts. Now, if you're talking to somebody and you're being social, different story. Fair enough. That's great. We love that. But I would recommend keeping everything under an hour and a half. My pull day is a 45-minute workout. It's 4 exercises. I go in, I lift heavy, and then I get out. But I'm also intentional with those. I'm not just like lollygagging. I'm not just like doing like little baby workout. Like I am. If I didn't go to the gym that I go to, my gym's kind of like a all-inclusive gym. Like you got everyone there. If it was more of like a bodybuilder gym, I would be screaming at the top of my lungs after each set, and that's how it should be. Like you might not be able to, but you should feel the urge to just like you just want to punch somebody. Like you're just so excited, you're just so amped up. You just, after a set, you feel absolutely amazing. Like, and at the end of each set, you should have gone to failure. This 1 rep in reserve nonsense is complete and utter. It's just stupid. It's just so dumb. The people who are like, oh, leaving 1 rep in reserve, I'm like, you don't know where that is. You might think you know where that is, but leaving 2 reps in reserve, you have no idea where failure is. And failure most likely is not where you think it is. So you're leaving reps and gains on the table. That's the last couple reps of a workout or of a exercise or set or whatever are some of the most important, because your muscle is really struggling to lift it up or push it off your chest, and you're straining your muscles and you're tearing your muscles apart. That's how you build muscle. Train as hard as you possibly can for 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Perfect. You do not need any more than that. Now, if you're doing cardio, completely different story. I do minimal cardio. I'm gonna admit, and I probably should do more. I probably should like walk after a workout or something. But if you're doing cardio, cool. You can do whatever you want with that. I don't have a lot of experience in cardio. I will eventually, but cardio, like after a workout, you can do cardio, whatever. Your actual weightlifting should not exceed an hour and a half. That should not happen. If you're exceeding an hour and a half, you're doing too much. I promise you. And you might be thinking, well, I do all these things and I'm really, it's optimal. Listen, just trust me. An hour and a half, anything more than an hour and a half of pure weightlifting is too much. So keep it simple, keep it concise, and you'll be fine. So, yeah. Anyway, highly recommend push-pull legs. It makes me feel good. It allows me to hit the muscle intensely, and I've seen the most muscle growth from that. You might not like it. You might feel too fatigued from push-pull legs, and you might be like, you know what, this is not for me. But you need to have something. You need to have a workout split, so you're not just randomly picking muscles to do. That's going to lead to unproportionality and your physique just looking very, 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 very strange. So, yeah. That's one of the first things that I think you should figure out in the gym. And you might switch splits too. Like, it took me a long time to figure out that push-pull legs was the ideal split. That's the split I started on, and then I thought I was being cute, and one sec, let me get some water, I'm thirsty. thought I was being cute, and I thought I was being cute, and I thought that choosing all these different splits was optimal, and it was good. I thought lifting for hours and hours and hours, doing everything. I was doing so much volume, and I was so confused. I was like, why am I not growing? Why is nothing happening? And I realized, I was like, oh wait, because I don't know who I learned this from, but because that's not how you should be going about the gym. You should be going in, lifting heavy, and then leaving. And I want you to avoid the mistakes that I made. Like it was really, really bad for a long period of time. I was super skinny, didn't have that much muscle, but I've learned a lot, and I really want to share that with you. I want to share everything that I know about lifting so far, and I'm not perfect, so some things I might come back later and be like, hey, this was wrong. I thought this was the right way, but it's not. It's like walking through the jungle, and I'm like cutting down the branches for you and stuff like that. I'm gonna make mistakes. Absolutely. I'm gonna say the wrong things. I'm gonna something I say is maybe it's disproven or something. But yeah, so that's everything that you need to know for the best workout split. You got this.